don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Baltimore Ravens. Steven Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium.
What's going on, Marshall? Make sure you subscribe me.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Y'all know what we're doing. We're doing what we do best.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down toward the tackle. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He ain't throw it. He's wide open.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On second down, here's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brady going to try and throw on third down.
Oh, I kicked big. Man, that's bullshit. That's bullcrap. I'm right there. They won't go for the pig.
And the Pats have taken the early lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dust.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit!
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Patriot football again, and yeah, this team, so funny. Seems like we have this conversation every week, every year, but they started 1-2.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh,
yeah.
my.
Look, we talked about this last week. We knew that they would pick it up, and they have. They've won 4 straight this past week, beating the Bears 38-31.
Yeah, but not a normal 38-31 because the way that finished with the Bears having a chance to win the game or at least get it tied with the Hail Mary, but still a win, and they did it without Gronk. He didn't even make the trip for this one. Sony Michel, their rookie runner, maybe on the shelf for a while. They're hoping it won't be for too long. The Patriots, though, they've scored 38 points or more 4 straight games. So guess what? Number 12, Tom Brady, still piloting one of the best offenses in the league.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
White 20! White 20! Shadow!
on first down, Brady. And a dump off to White. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Brady on third down. They will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. From midfield, here's Brady. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Willie Henry in there to get him for a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Wormley coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. White again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They do go for it. It's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Terrell Suggs not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Gun! Back there to that Philly, here we go!
Jackson on 1st down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Work, but he he's stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This time, Jackson will throw it. Forced out to his left. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Brady now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hogan. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Goes underneath here to White. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. A gain of 6 there on first. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, Collins. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Devin McCourty brings him down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point.
Right,
this is 3rd and 7. Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And now out come the Patriots. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady. Second all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a carry for White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Patriots coming out now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Alabama, 380! 48,
They stay on the ground with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Brady, and a dump off to White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Brady to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Brown with his stick skills. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my